And we'll begin once again this half hour with breaking news out of Lewiston. Firefighters are putting out yet another building fire, the third big fire seen, and by our count, the 8th building to burn this week in Lewiston.
Right, and if you're thinking that these are 2 buildings, that would actually bring it up to number 9, depending on how you're counting.
Yeah.
Jackie Ward has been on the scene, following the details as they come in, and has an update for us now. Jackie?
Good morning, Lee and Sharon. You know, that number 9 may actually increase again because Chief LeClaire was telling me he believes 4 buildings were on fire this morning. Earlier, crews are still battling 2 major fires at 114 and 118 Bartlett Street right now. As you can tell behind me, they're focusing on the roof primarily right now. Pieces have flown off as we've been standing here for about the past 45 minutes or so. Pieces of the building are flying off, debris, all sorts of shades keep crashing down to the street. It's an unreal scene right here as firefighters continue to put out this blaze. I know Kevin said that the wind conditions are pretty good, which is true, but it's for a May morning awfully chilly still. So firefighters are dealing with cold temperatures as they battle this fire. The Salvation Army is handing out hand warmers for them, as well as hot cups of coffee to people standing around. Dozens of people in this area coming out to see just exactly what is going on. Kind of a surreal moment for them as they're waking up to yet another fire, the 3rd major one in a week in this neighborhood. Earlier, if you recall, on Friday night, 149 Bartlett Street, just down the block, I could see it when I was on the street corner, was on fire. So for this to happen right here is an unbelievable moment for them. I spoke with residents earlier who said they're absolutely terrified, as you can imagine. This is enough to get them to start thinking about where they'll move to. They're tired of this. They're tired of living next to vacant buildings. They've told me these 2 buildings were vacant, 114 and 118 Bartlett Street. No injuries have been reported so far. This whole block has been evacuated, so all of those residents are joining the other fire victims who have been there for about a week now at Lewiston High School. They have a shelter there set up. This scene is crazy because there are so many fire departments here, so many EMTs, police officers, Salvation Army, Red Cross volunteers, and it's a scene that is all too familiar. It's terrible that it's such a normal routine now for this neighborhood. Still shocking, though, to wake up to a fire just continuing to burn. Lee and Sharon, I'll be here all morning continuing to bring you details.
All right, Jackie, thank you very much.
And a little recap of what had happened up to this point. Again, the 3rd major building fire in Lewiston, all in the same neighborhood within a week. The first one started at a building at 105 Blake Street and spread to 3 other buildings. That was 1 week ago. The second fire happened on Friday night on 116 Pierce Street, damaging 4 buildings in all, including 2 on Bartlett Street, where this morning's fire is burning.